Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Rababiah coming at you from the Chicago camp with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, News Update. Well, I saw this update. This is from a few days back. It was talking about the status of the battle between, the U.S. and Iran. And it was showing the strategic defeat of the 7 refueling tankers of the U.S. And they said this is, big news. So anyway, before I play the video, I wanted to read a quick scripture. I want to go to Job. I want to go to Job chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value." So this video is showing you how misleading the U.S. is. How misleading Babylon, aka America, is. Everything that they do is in deceit or just lies. Just tell blatant lies. So let me go ahead and play this video. You can see what I'm talking about, and I'll go into another scripture.
Israel are losing the war against Iran. And yesterday they suffered one of their biggest strategic defeats with the loss of 7 KC-135 Strato tankers. These are the aircraft that refuel their jets in order to enable them to travel longer distances to bomb their targets. They lost 7 of these aircraft in just one day. This has never happened in the history of the United States. The Department of Defense Central Command, or CENTCOM, has acknowledged the fact that 5 of their tankers have been destroyed at Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. They, however, do not acknowledge how it is that they were damaged, saying that they're still investigating the cause of the damage. However, the Iranians are taking full credit, saying that they sent their Shahed drones into Saudi Arabia, which no longer has any form of air defense after the Iranians spent the past 2 weeks destroying their radar systems, destroying the eyes and ears, destroying over 4 billion.
Why haven't we heard anything about this on the news? The Bible talks about that these people are born liars. Let's get that. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 58, verse 3. It says, "The wicked are astray from the womb. They go astray as soon as they're born, speaking lies." So this is exactly what you see. They'll never come forth and tell the truth on what happened there. By the way, this video is just for teaching purposes. I'm not getting anything from it. This is just for teaching purposes. Fair use, fair use. They'll never tell the truth about anything, They'll tell half the truth, a portion of the truth. These people, let's go to Malachi chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, let's go to verse 3. It says, let's go to verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. It says, "I've loved you," said Lord. "Yea, say, where have thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau." Esau is the so-called red man, the so-called white man that they call, which is red. Verse 3, it says, "And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness." Verse 4, it says, "Whereof Edom said, we are impoverished, and we should return and build the desolate places. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, they should build, but I will throw down. And they should call them the border of wickedness, the people whom the Lord has indignation forever." You look the word indignation up, that's why it's just hatred. So these people are the border of wickedness, and these are the people that are in power right now. Esau, the red man. And you could the way they do everything, the way this government is set up, everything is just in greed and lies. You do anything that's resembling the Bible, you give a brother something that you don't, and he doesn't have to pay for, you look like a freak in the society. You know, everything here is just full of wickedness, you know? So anyway, everything that they do and they say is misleading. So you're never going to get the full information on this war. You have to go through and do your research. But anyway, let me go ahead and finish playing this. Check this out.
US dollars of radar systems that are said to be 30% of all radars of America in the world. They say they shared the Shahed drones that cost $10,000 US to destroy 7 aircraft, which each cost $67 million US,
Wow.
crippling the US's ability to refuel its jets that are supposed to go in and attack Iran. 2 other US tankers were hit in Iraq, killing 6 US crew members in that country. So why do we say the destruction of 7 of these tankers is a strategic defeat for Israel and the United States? First of all, each and every one of these tankers cost $67 million US. The Iranians destroyed 7 of them in one day, utilizing drones that cost $10,000 US each.
Wow.
So if they can destroy 7 in one day, how many would they destroy in a war that lasts for a month, 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months? Secondly, in the history of warfare, the United States has never lost 7 of these strategic level of aircraft in one attack, except probably during the Second World War. But someone else might even argue that even in the Second World War, they never lost aircraft of this magnitude in just one sitting. Third,
I want to say this right quick. The reason they lost that is because they're not just fighting Iran. Iran has help from China and from Russia, you know. So America, these people that America were at peace. Let's go to Obadiah. Let's go to verse 6. It says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, and the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee." So at one point, you know, these countries, China, Russia, they were at peace with America, but now they're against them. They have, you know, and they tricked them. Right now, they think that they're just fighting Iran, but really they're getting intel from China and from Russia. It says, "And prevailed against thee. Thy that ate thy bread have laid a wound under thee, and there is no understanding in him." So when it talks about laying a wound, that means they're laying a trap for America. And you see that America lost 7 tankers for millions of dollars because these other countries used to be, you know, America probably made them wealthy, but now they're against America because of their bad practices that they have. America say one thing and do that. Let's get that real quick. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 8. It says, "Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another." So that's what we're seeing, you know. America is getting, you know, the short end of the stick because of the wickedness they didn't put out on the earth. And these other countries are banding together to destroy this place. And very soon, you know, nuclear fire is coming here. That's in 2 Peter's chapter 3 at verse 10, you know. So that's where this place is headed. I'm going to stop right there. You can go pick this video up. You see the information on the screen. You can finish watching it. But I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm going to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.